What's up guys, welcome back to a new video on the Streets YouTube channel. Right, we're going to jump straight into this one because I've got so much to talk about today in today's transfer news. So we're going to get right underway and we're going to start in one place only.
Here we go.
And that's with Arsenal. Arsenal have just gone and signed Rice and Julian Timber from West Ham and Ajax respectively. With Rice, the deal got held up due to complications with paperwork. The deal was agreed and signed off a few days ago. However, the lawyers were waiting for paperwork and it got officially announced yesterday. So Rice is now an Arsenal player signed for £105 million, while Julian Timber signed for Ajax for £38 million. Both of these signings add much needed depth to the Arsenal lineup. Rice with our box-to-box midfielder position replacing Granit Xhaka, and Julian Timber providing much needed cover in that centre-back position because he provides a much needed upgrade to the likes of Rob Holding and Cavillo at that defensive position. Now we move on to Chelsea. Chelsea have a few players that they still need to offload this season. Namely Aubameyang, Lukaku and Hakim Ziyech. Now, they're trying to offload Aubameyang to Saudi Arabia. They're trying to get some offers in from there. I'm not sure of any deals happening with him yet, but all I know is that Chelsea are looking to offload him and trying to find a suitable destination for Aubameyang. Lukaku, the same. Lukaku was meant to go to Inter Milan, that deal fell through. So, it's all up in the air where Lukaku's going to go. He has offers from Saudi Arabia, but he does not want to go there. So, the only other plausible place is Juventus. But in order for him to go to Juventus, where there could be an offer on the table, is if they get rid of Dusan Vlahovic. If they can get rid of Vlahovic, then an offer of 37.5 million euros can come in for Lukaku. But if they can't offload him, then Chelsea are stuck at for a club trying to buy Lukaku other than Saudi Arabia, where Lukaku's already said no. On to Ziyech. With Ziyech, there's already been a failed medical at a Saudi club. So, where does Ziyech go from here? He had a broken down move to PSG last winter. Now a broken down Saudi move. So where does Ziyech go from here? Chelsea have left it up to the player to find a suitable destination for him. They have made it known that he will not be in their plans for the season. So they have to find a suitable destination for Hakim Ziyech as well. There's three players that Chelsea need to offload for this season. On to Manchester United. Andre Onana. It's 99% done. Contract's been agreed. All signed. Just those finer details, and Onana will be a Manchester United player for around a €55 million package. I believe it's 50 million euros with 5 million in add-ons. Onana will provide an excellent replacement for David De Gea, who left because his contract expired last summer. When Onana comes in, he will provide that goalkeeper which Erik ten Hag desires, one that's good with their feet but can also make those fantastic saves as he's shown throughout his career at Inter Milan, namely in the run that got them to the Champions League final last season. Now on to Liverpool and two big midfielders that could be leaving them this summer. First we'll talk about Fabinho. Liverpool have granted Fabinho permission to go and seal a move to Al Ittihad. Now this move is for £40 million pounds, and I believe that even though he is somewhat in his prime, he had a decline last summer or last season. So when an offer comes in for 40 million, which is around what they paid for him, they can consider that a success because it means that they got the best years out of Fabinho without spending any money. And if they can get in a good suitable replacement, such as Lavia or Caicedo, then I believe that that is a good bit of business for the longevity of Liverpool Football Club. Next we'll move on to Henderson. Henderson has agreed personal terms with Al Ettifaq for £700,000 a week. However, there is a stumbling block on the price. Al Ettifaq hope to get him on a free transfer because they are not backed by PIF, so they will not be able to have unlimited resources of money. So their transfer budget is only £13 million, which they've come on a record and said. So, will Liverpool reduce their transfer fee, or will they be stuck at the £20 million price tag? If so, if they choose to drop it, then Henderson will become an Al Ettifaq player and join Steven Gerrard at that club. If not, then he will happily remain at Liverpool. He's already had a meeting with Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp has come out and said that he will be getting reduced game time in the summer. Next season. So he knows what's on the table. Whether he chooses to accept that or not, that is a decision that needs to be made between the club and Henderson. Now we're moving on to Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez wants to leave and go to Al Ahly. There is an offer on the table for Mahrez, and he has expressed his desire to move on. Whether Manchester City choose to accept that offer, that is all up in the air. I expect them to decline the first offer, and Al Ahly will come in then for a second offer. That is what I believe. Now we're moving on to Aston Villa, and they're in talks with Moussa Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Moussa Diaby provides a good cover for that left wing position. He's a very fast, nimble player and scores quite a few goals. He will provide a great service for Ollie Watkins down that left hand side, along with Leon Bailey on the right hand side. I think that it would be a great addition to the squad. Now they're only in talks at the moment. They had a €35 million bid rejected by Leverkusen, and a second bid is expected imminently, so talks will resume shortly. Now they've also announced the signing of Pau Torres from Villarreal. Again, much needed cover at the centre back position, and he is a very good quality defender who's played in Europe last season, so he is a good experienced defender and can push Villa's defence onto that next level. Now, lastly, we move on to Aleksandar Mitrovic. Aleksandar Mitrovic has told Fulham that he wants to move to Al Hilal. Al Hilal has put in a £30 million bid in for Aleksandar Mitrovic, which they have refused. Fulham do not want to sell, and I can see why. Because Aleksandar Mitrovic is so forward in everything that Fulham do. He is the arrowhead to their attack. Without Mitrovic, they look so blunt going forward. So they need to keep Aleksandar Mitrovic at all costs, because I don't think Fulham can attract that type of quality player without keeping Aleksandar Mitrovic. I know if they want to maintain their position where they were in the table this summer, last season, then they will look to keep Aleksandar Mitrovic. Otherwise, you can see them falling down the table for next season. Okay, right, that is the end of transfer news for this week. Don't forget, there is a giveaway on my Twitter and YouTube. I will put a link in the description. It is for that Trent Alexander-Arnold signed Premier League winners medal. Like I said, once I hit 100 followers and 100 subscribers, that will be drawn to a random subscriber. I will do that live on YouTube, so the winner will receive a signed Trent Alexander-Arnold Premier League winners medal. Okay, right, so like I said, this is it for this video. I will be back shortly with another video. I think it's going to be my early Premier League table predictions for the next season.